Hello. I am recording April's books now for the year of 2025. These are the books that I read in April. I don't know how many. I have a stack here that I read. Anyways, I'll start it off. I'm going to put these 100 ghost stories that will lead to my own death. I put these together because they're a series. I'm not really going to choose which one's better or worse. They both kind of the same for me. Anyways, these are new. I think these are newly translated or from either it's a new author or it's an older author now being translated. I don't know which one. I'll have to do research on that later. Anyways, yes, these I'm a big fan of because they are kind of exactly what I want. They're very the the people that the author draws are kind of my style. I really dig the style of like he really makes them creepy, and that's what I want. I want these to be very, very creepy. See, and I really like that. The stories are okay. I don't think they're anything exceptional. Some of the concepts are cool, but you have 10 stories in each of these, so they're all really, really short. The whole thing takes you barely any time to read through, which is fine. Um, and I'm excited to get to the rest whenever they do come out translated, because these are the only two that are out right now in English. But I will definitely be picking up the rest as they release throughout the year or years, however long it takes for them to release it. Anyways, yeah, I really like these. I'm a big fan. Not like head over heels in love, but they're really good, and I'm very excited to read the rest. Okay, on to the next one by probably my favorite author or mangaka, whatever. Uh, Junji Ito, the new Junji Ito book that came out in April or March. I think it was April. Pretty sure it was April. I think I picked it up, and then I picked it up on the day it released, and then read it on that day, all the way through, and I loved it. Classic Junji Ito. His artwork is still phenomenal. It's gotten better over the years, and I'm so happy that he's still doing these because this is a new one. This is a new uh drawing. This is a new book that he's done. I don't know when it. I think it was last year. I think it came out in Japanese last year is when he wrote it, and it was translated this year. So I'm glad we're getting the new stuff too. I'm glad he's still churning out some really good ones. I will say, nothing close to its best work, but it's still good. It still sets out what it's supposed to do, and I really like it. Stories are all right. Okay. I think the second story is really interesting. You'll have to read it. I'm not gonna spoil any of it. You should go read it. You should go read his stuff because his stuff is awesome. I love it. He's my favorite. Anyways, next one, Mansect. Now, this one I think is the same deal with the first one. I don't know if it's a new author or an old author being finally translated, but anyways, I love this one too. I loved it more than the other one. I thought this was really interesting. There's a great concept of like people going through like a metamorphosis and they kind of turn into monsters. I guess they like cocoon and they turn into these things. And then I'm not gonna spoil the ending, but I think I would have ranked it higher if the ending kind of didn't ruin it for me. I loved it all up until the ending, and I'm not gonna spoil it, but it did not make any sense to me. I don't know how else to say it. It just did not make any sense to me, the ending. But everything else of it was really cool. I like the idea of people metamorphosizing, if that's a word, and kind of changing into these kind of monsters. I think it was really cool. Artwork is also fantastic in it. I really like the artwork. So good. Kind of gives me that like I don't know how to pronounce his name. It's Kazuo Umez? Kazuo Umezu? Something like that. It's kind of like his same-ish art style. I think he was inspired. I would assume that he was inspired by him. Or maybe it's just that old art style. I don't know. Anyways, yeah. I really liked it. I thought it was great. Loved it. Love seeing new stuff like that come out in English. And it's finally getting popular over here in the West. Happy for. Happy for all the people that get to enjoy it now. Anyways, my second to last book. The Rithmatist by Brandon Sanderson. Finally dipping my toes into the Brandon Sanderson fantasy world. And I know someone's been hounding me on it, so I'm glad they're enjoying me reading these. Anyways, The Rithmatist is I'm not too well versed into the fantasy genre, as you can probably tell. This one was interesting. I really liked it. I wasn't like head over heels in love with it. Not by any right. But it was really good. It was really well written. And the magic system was super unique. I like the main characters. Again, I think the ending is kind of what put me off a little bit. Just a little bit. But yeah. A magic system based around chalk where you have to draw on the ground to attack other people. I don't know many other people who have an interesting magic system like that. That's very unique. I will say, he knows how to make a really interesting magic system. I'll give him that. And his writing is really good. I think his characters are well made. Dialogue's pretty well made. The way he describes things are pretty good. Solid book. Solid. Not his best, but solid. For sure. I recommend it for... It's like a one-shot. As of right now. I don't know what he plans for the future. He might plan more things. But it's kind of like a steampunkish kind of world. I think it's pretty cool. Very interesting read. Anyways. That's book. My favorite that I read of April. Dune Messiah. Now, I will say, I think Dune Messiah is just as good as the first book. It's like a continuation, kind of, and it's like the consequences of what happened in the first book, even though the first book kind of wrapped up pretty nicely. This one kind of pushes forward and shows the consequences of the past years of stuff that's happened, and the aftermath and what happens with Paul and whatever. The ending was great, phenomenal, fantastic. It's a great follow-up to the first book. I'm really excited to get to the next one because I hear that one's also really good. I hear all like the first 6 are really good, so I'm excited to get to the rest of them. And I'm not sure when I'll get to them, but yeah, I really like this one. It takes place, I don't know how many years in the future. It's not like 30, but it's like 10 or less, I think. 10, maybe, somewhere around there. So there's quite a bit of time has passed. And yeah, I mean, it's just like a continuation. Nothing's changed. His writing style is still the same. Everything's still the same. I'm gonna have to reread this one before I start Children of Dune. Because I think some parts I was a little iffy on. I almost DNF'd it. I almost did. But then I pushed through it. And I thought it was really good. His style is just what gets me every single time. And I don't know I don't know if that'll ever change. I'm hoping that maybe in the future things change for me at least, and I can kind of understand his style more because I really want to like these books more. I love these books, but it's just his style that's keeping me back. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna reread them eventually, and I'm going to try my hardest to understand everything and get everything sorted out of my mind with these books because I want to love them even more than I already do, even though they're on my favorite list because they're really good. I'm not going to spoil anything about it. I was going to, but I'm not going to. You should read it. You should read the first book and the second book because they're really good. Also, these editions, like the artwork on the insides, fantastic. Books have words on them. I love these. I love these. Whoever the publisher or whatever is, really doing the fans a service with these because they're fantastic. Anyways, yeah, those were my books for April. They were, I liked pretty much all of them, so it was a good month. A pretty good month, I'd say. Anyways, that's it. See you.